So I brought some specimens from our museum right here in Washington, D.C., and I'm going to hold this up so that you can all take a good look at these. Now you can see that bees come in all sorts of different sizes and colors. And believe it or not, all of these different bee species were collected just from one place in the United States. So it's very interesting that we can find that species of bees, many species of bees, right here in our own backyard. Now let's take a closer look at some of these bees. So what you can see here in the camera is a species of bumblebees. Now bumblebees are very familiar to all of you flying in your backyard, and these are kind of the big, cute, cuddly, hairy bees that have black stripes and white stripes. There are other very large bees as well. This is an example of a carpenter bee, and these kinds of bees are called carpenter bees because they're able to live in wood or rotten logs. Now these are some very large bees. However, many bees are very tiny as well. So here I have an example of a very large bee right next to a very tiny bee. And this small bee, it's so small that if you saw it flying around, you probably would just think it was a fly or something. But actually many bees are this small, and they're flying around all around us, and we often don't even know that they're there because they're so tiny. Some bees are very colorful. So here is a metallic green sweat bee. They're very beautiful. And some bees, such as this one, actually look more like wasps. And the reason why they look like wasps is because bees like this are the ones that live in other bees' nests, so they actually don't go out and pollinate. And because they don't have to pollinate, they've lost all their hair because they don't need the pollen to stick to their hair, and so they become more wasp-like.